This video brought to you by our Patreons. Please consider supporting this channel and joining our Patreons at patreon.com/NovaWing24.
Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are on the 23rd of May 2021 for what is going to be a bumper episode. Okay, well maybe not bumper, but it's definitely going to be an interesting episode. Okay, let's jump straight into it with some scenery releases from the SimWings development team over in conjunction with Aerosoft, with their release this week of Tenerife Sur. So this is one of the second airport in Tenerife, obviously Tenerife South. And it was opened up as an alternate airport because Tenerife North had some unreliable weather conditions. The airport itself is named Reina Sofia, so named after the Spanish Queen Sofia, who officially opened it, and has become the most important passenger hub in Tenerife. Now, this is essentially a port over of their previously released product for the Prepared family of sims, including highly detailed airport layout of rendition of the airport, including up-to-date accurate airport layout. Includes custom terraforming to blend the airport into the default elevation model, so it doesn't give you a custom terrain mesh for the surrounding area, which is kind of interesting. Includes sloped true-to-life runway elevation profile, which gives you which is lower runway than the runway is lower than the apron. Includes custom aerial photoreal scenery for the airport and surrounding area. Includes extensive use of PBR materials, detailed ground markings, taxiways, or functional windsocks, and all the usual fun stuff as well. Probably the only, overall SimWing stuff is usually pretty good. I've got to admit though that looking at this, the only thing that really threw it for me was looking at the approach path. The photoreal imagery that sits at the boundary of the airport looks a little rough. So that's probably the only thing that I picked up, but otherwise, I mean, the modeling looks pretty good, the layout looks great, and if you're into this as a destination for an airliner, you're probably going to enjoy it. Now, you can pick this one up for $20 or your original equivalent, available now from Aerosoft. In another Aerosoft airport release this week, we've got several actually from Aerosoft. So this one comes to us from via Starport Sceneries from Aerosoft, and the release of their edition of Airfield Lido di Venezia, which is, funny enough, Venice's main GA airport in Venice in Italy. So this provides you a perfect jumping off point to be able to explore the photogrammetry city that's provided to us by Microsoft in the sim. Gives you a highly detailed rendition of the airport as it appears in 2021. Includes custom modeling of all airport buildings with full support for PBR effects throughout the entire airfield. Designed to blend perfectly with the photogrammetric city of Venice. Try saying that 3 times quickly. Includes custom night lighting, custom static aircrafts, and a variety of individual animations that are also weather dependent as well. So a lot of nice little features that are starting to get added in more and more by more developers. So looking pretty good. Coming in for a very reasonable price. This one coming in at $8 or your original equivalent, available now from Aerosoft. In another series of releases from Aerosoft, this time from developer D-Sky, so this week the release of their second of their Grenadines Islands pack, with Grenadines Islands Volume 2. So this pack expands their rendition of airports throughout the Caribbean, and including this time 3 additional airports in the islands in the Grenadines, including the islands of St. Vincent. So this one has included airports Bequia, Mystique, and Canouan. All detailed, highly accurate models of the airport, including all airport buildings modeled, and the runway slopes have been modeled. And I got to tell you what, one of these airports literally looks like it's a banana. And I got to say, I would almost say that this pack is worth buying just for that airport. I'm not going to lie. It's just absolutely insane. Along with that, incredibly highly accurate, as I said, highly accurate detailed layouts of all the airports. All airport buildings modelled with custom clutter objects and people and sort of a variety of PBR objects kicking around as well, with full support for night lighting and customized and optimized performance. So overall, considering that you get 3 fairly good, fairly detailed GA sort of commuter airports in here for $13 or your original equivalent, not too bad. Available now from Aerosoft. Continuing on with scenery developments and more sort of regional airports from a developer on Final Studios. So this week the release of Stokmarknes Airport in Norway. So this is a small regional hub located near the town of Stokmarknes and on the island of Hadseløya, I think that is. I'm probably butchered that pronunciation, but anyway. So this is a highly detailed rendition of the airport as it appears in at the end of 2020, including custom airport buildings, custom 3D models of all airport buildings, high definition textures used throughout, full support for PBR as well, custom night lighting, custom placed taxiways and runway, and as well the custom-made Hadsel Bridge, which connects the town to the airport and the two islands together, with animated working traffic as well. So that is a pretty cool looking thing as well. Now you can pick this one up. You can pick this up direct from the Microsoft Marketplace for $12 or your original equivalent, available now from the Microsoft Marketplace. Continuing on with regional airport releases from developer AnyBuilds, I saw this week their release of their Fox Islands pack for MSFS. So this is a double airport pack, providing two small GA strips off the coast of Lake Michigan. So it's actually interesting for me because I've actually been to the Fox Islands. So this is kind of really interesting for me to actually see these created in the sim. So you get the package consists of two islands, both the North Fox Island and the South Fox Island, along with the runways, the airfields on each of the island. Includes custom terrain mesh, custom scenery with custom photoreal and custom terrain and water masking for each of the islands. So you be a more accurate shoreline experience. Includes animated lighthouse and custom building models and assets that are true to life throughout both islands. So it's not just about the airport; it's about the whole experience of the islands as well. Revised biomes for more true to area vegetation representation. Corrected author imagery. As I said before, custom terrain mesh as well. The two airports included. So one of the grass strip on North Fox Island 6x3 is just a small grass strip, very very basic, used for campers and GA aviation. While the one on South Fox Island is for more affluent members of the aviation community, including a fully featured jet-ready vacant runway. So a bit of combination here going for you. A great way for you to be able to go exploring through the Great Lakes area of the United States and go on to further adventures. So you can pick this one up for $9 or your original equivalent, available now from AnyBuilds. Continue on with releases, and this time for a bit of training from developer FS Academy. It came out there with their latest release of their Jetliner series of academic lessons. So this is interesting because we've seen FS Academy before, both in the legacy sims and with the new sims, sort of coming out with various sort of different step-by-step missions to be able to sort of give you more confidence to be able to fly your aircraft with greater skills and sort of improve your skills going along the way there. They've now moved into the world of jet aircraft by producing their Jetliner series of lessons, which claims to be an all-new study-level mission package to introduce you to airline operations and jet aircraft. Brought to you, designed and created by a real-life A320 captain. This actually goes through and teaches you the basics of, starting up, using an Airbus, or using a jetliner, and sort of the principles and the operating procedures as used by professionals. So, which is kind of cool and interesting. They also do make some acknowledgements. Yeah, they are doing within the limitations of the sim, and that it does use the standard navigation database. Don't use NovaWrap data. A couple of things there, but it goes through. It's much like the introduction to flying lessons that the sim has in its base. This time now just giving you for airliners. So the missions, it covers 12 missions done in bush trip style, from everything from startup and taxi, all the way through to climb, cruise, descent, approach, and taxiing in as well, and even includes emergency procedures and a variety and a challenge as well to do your check ride, as it were. So you can pick this one up for $24 or your original equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. And another pretty exciting mission pack as well from developer SoFly came out with their latest release of their Landing Challenge Pro series. Now, I've got to admit that landing challenges, like some people call them, a bit. Some people call them a bit gamey, gimmicky, and whatever. And yeah, okay, sure, they are. But at the same time, they're a lot of fun, and they do actually really put your skills and what you learn through when you fly or when you do mission packs like the Jetliner Academy series, then you actually get to put them into practice, and some of these challenging, you get to experience amazing challenging approaches. Now, this particular pack from SoFly includes 30 unique landing challenges throughout the world across a variety and range of airframes. So, unfortunately, a lot of the ones that I see are often geared towards airliners, and obviously, I'm not too much of an airliner flyer, so I'm more interested in the fact that this encompasses the entire full spectrum of aviation that is covered in Microsoft Flight Simulator. As it includes unique missions designed to test skills, your landing skills, including everything from short runways, beach landings, engine failures, and more. Each one including custom weather-made presets for everything from clear skies through to sandstorms, blizzards, hurricanes, and more, with feedback as well, and easy-to-follow comprehensive manual included as well. You also include your challenge across your 30 challenges. There are 3 distinct levels of difficulty, so it doesn't matter whether you're just starting out in your virtual aviation career or you're a seasoned virtual aviator. You will find something that will be able to challenge and you for enjoyment here. And you can pick this one up for an incredibly awesome price here of $8 or your virtual equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. All right, okay, let's now deal with the elephant in the room. Okay, so yes, there was another release for Microsoft Flight Simulator this week. There was an aircraft release, in fact, from the developer Captain Sim. They made a release this week. They released their first product for Microsoft Flight Simulator this week. They released their 777-200 base pack for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't even know where to begin with this one. I really don't. So when this was first announced, I saw the preview and I thought, oh yeah, okay, cool story. I saw it and I went, okay, cool story. You know, they've got their 777-200 for the ESP sims. No worries, that's fine. Probably, yeah, anticipated them bringing that or the 737 out. Cool, no worries, that's fine. And I saw the images, and I didn't read the product page. I just saw the images, looked at the images, and went, some of these images, there was something about the images were just off. Like the external model looks okay, like it was pretty obvious it's just straight port of their ESP sim one. It's pretty obvious it's a straight port. Then I started looking a bit closer, but I just looked at the images of the cockpit and went, something's off. And I realized what it was, is that the ECAS system, there were 2 engine levels sets shown, but there were 4 sets of numbers. And I went, that's odd. Why is that? I looked at the fuel page. There's 4 engines showing on the fuel page. And I went, what? And then I actually went back and read the description. And the description says, essential functionality paired with default 747 system simulation. I thought that this was an April Fool's prank. Like, I had to check the date. I'm like, have I gone back in time? Is this a delayed April Fool's prank? Like, is there some other international pranking holiday that I'm missing here? I could not believe that a developer that had once had been held in such high regard has continued. I mean, they've done some dodgy stuff over some less than quality things to the community over the last couple of years, but this is disgusting. This is a joke. It is a blatant money grab. It is unbelievable is what they're doing. And when I saw it, I went, okay, they're charging $30 for a half-ass ported over model with zero systems modeling. Like, even in their own damn promo picture, their headlining big-ass promo picture on their website, it literally shows the 2 engine with the 4 sets of numbers to show they just blanked out the 2 other engines. It shows the fuel page showing all 4 engines burning fuel, and it shows the FMC with the model aircraft on it saying 747-8i. Like, this is pathetic. It is criminal. It is disgusting. Captain Sim, you should hang your heads in shame. And it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. And by the way, folks, spoiler alert: there's a Three Grumpy Simmers episode coming out very, very shortly, which we recorded after this. Now, I was just blown away, and I thought, how can they can't possibly sink any lower? Like, this is, and I thought, well, maybe, but there's like, okay, maybe you can recover this, Captain Sim. Maybe you can recover this by saying, this is, by changing their tack and going, look, this is early access. I was thinking maybe this is early access. Maybe this is like a Kickstarter. They're going to throw money out there, buy this, we'll do the systems upgrade later, and, you get the systems upgrade for free, or you can use your purchase price of this as money off the future release of one with full systems modeling. I thought maybe they're going to do that. No sign of that. It's just disgusting. And then, as I'm literally about to start to hit record on this episode today, the news breaks that not only has Captain Sim trying to flog this abomination of a flight sim add-on, they have now attempted to execute a takedown request against flightsim.to and users, the user community, publishing free liveries for this aircraft. They're doing it on a very dubious sort of interpretation of their terms of use, which, by the way, they're not the only developer to have these terms of use in their EULA. By the way, they're not the only ones, but this is. I don't want to use the term slippery slope, but this is bullshit. It's complete horseshit. For a developer to conduct themselves in the way they have is unbelievable. It shows an unbelievable amount of disrespect to you, the flight simulation user, an unbelievable amount of disrespect to the entire community, and quite frankly, it shows just how out of touch they are. Captain Sim, as far as I'm concerned, shut down. Just give up. Close up shop, go home, find a new job, because you will not recover from this. You can't. You're done. You are absolutely done. Pack up, go home, refund everybody who bought your piece of shit 777, and shut down and get out of the community, because this is unbelievable. Your conduct is unconscionable. It is absolutely unconscionable, and quite rightly, a number of developers and agencies within the community, groups within the community, are now coming out and basically boycotting you with every right. They should, because what you're doing is unconscionable. It's incredible, and you truly should hang your heads in shame. And all I can say is how the mighty have fallen from a developer that I once greatly respected to this is just shameful. It is. And it is such a sad indictment on who you've become. So there it is. So I'm not even going to promote your product, because your product's a steaming pile of shit, and your treatment of the community is absolutely uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for. So that rounds out the Microsoft Flight Simulator news. Let's move on to other platforms. Let's move on to prepared releases this week. So this week we saw the release from developer Pilots of a subvariant of their Boeing 314 the Clipper release. So they released this one about a month or two ago. They released their initial rendition of the Clipper, which is a study level rendition of the largest flying boat ever to grace the skies from Boeing. Compatible with Prepared V4 and above, 4.5 and above. As I said, the initial release a few weeks or a few months ago was for a very highly detailed study level version of the aircraft. Includes 4K textures used throughout, high definition custom model both internally and externally, with a variety, or not only the production version but also the prototype version, several prototype versions as well. What they've done this week is they've now offering a basic version has been released this week. So the basic version essentially is the same model. So it's the same model, same flight characteristics. However, what it does is that it eliminates some of the. It makes it. It makes it easier to use to fly if you don't want to have the full, in their words, study level experience of having to manage your variety of different autopilot settings, generators, hand pumps, fuel selections, and a variety of other of engine and avionics systems. If you are more interested in just wanting to experience this flying this behemoth and beautiful aircraft to grace the skies, and just focus on flying and experiencing that, then this is probably going to the basic version might be more for you. If you wanted to get all the way to the nitty gritty of knowing exactly how many volts and having to do the full managing of crossfeeding between all tanks and all engines for your long haul flights, then look at the Pro version. There is the only thing that I couldn't find anything more about, which I do kind of note, is that the professional version comes in for $100 for that one. So it's not cheap. Whereas the basic version comes in for $37 US available from the pilot shop. The only thing that I couldn't find out is that if you purchase the Pro version, does it also include the basic version? If it doesn't, pilots, I'd kind of suggest maybe consider letting people have both, or conversely, perhaps if people do buy the basic version to start with, maybe offer them a discount or an upgrade path to be able to move on into the Pro Edition if they do want to expand their flight simulation experience. Either way, this is a highly detailed model, looking amazing. As I said, the flight model is still the same between the Pro and the basic version. It's just the avionics and the way the systems are handled a bit different. So if you're more into just flying, experiencing this this beautiful air, the Clipper over the skies and the oceans of the world, have a look at the basic version, available now from pilots. Continuing on with prepared releases this week from Orbix Direct, or the latest release of their Split Airport rendition in Croatia. So Split Airport is the second busiest airport in Croatia and a major destination during European summer months. And this particular rendition is a highly detailed rendition of the airport as it appears during 2021, including custom photoreal imagery of the airport and surrounding area, includes a custom 5-meter terrain mesh as well, with full high-resolution PBR textures used throughout, full custom 3D models of all airport buildings, including detailed terminal building with interior modeling as well. It includes custom vector data for the surrounding area and a variety of points of interest and custom models as well, to be able to, for those who are wanting to do more GA flying and your important approach plate information as well. And you can pick this one up for $22 US or your original equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. Continuing on with scenery releases from developer Team SDB, saw their latest military airport release with the release of their rendition of RAF Watton during the 1960s. Now, for those who may not know Team SDB been around for a very long time. They specialize in doing what I like to call heritage sceneries, and sort of recreating sceneries on airfields that often are no longer around, or perhaps airports that still exist now, but taking them back in time, taking snapshots back in time. And this is no difference here. So the RAF Watton actually no longer exists. So this is styled as it would have appeared during the 1960s, when Canberra bombers or Canberra photo reconnaissance and electronic warfare and trainer squadrons were all based there, along with a variety of other trainer services, including the Vickers Varsity trainer included as well. Now, this is a highly detailed rendition. Well, actually, so it's a detailed rendition of the airport, including full complement of hangars and support building. The other ancillary buildings, so like your facilities, mess and other base facilities, are typical. So they've rebuilt them as best they could, but some of them may not be 100% accurate. But they've done the best they can from the materials available. And they did notice that some artistic license has been made, but otherwise composition and placement has been determined from studying World War II and Cold War era aerial images, and the current is comparing that to the current street view. So this is available for $12 US or original equivalent, available now from PC Aviator. Moving out of the prepared world, moving into the world of X-Plane. So this week the release from X-Trident of their latest release and their highly detailed rendition of the CH-47D Chinook. Now, has to be possibly, behind the Huey, has to be one of the most iconic helicopters ever to clatter around the skies. Now, this gives a highly detailed rendition with a highly detailed 3D model, both internally and externally, with a fully customized immersive lighting system, again, internally and externally as well. Includes a custom FMOD sound set with custom user profiles, includes a variety of animations, including all doors and hatches opening and closing as required, accurate engine and systems management also performed, including an accurate helicopter autopilot as well, with an accurate 4-axis autopilot, including for VOR, TACAN, ADF, and GPS navigation included as well. Also includes full VR support and a full external loading support, including load, save, and fly to options with cargo drop capability, and fully compatible with Reality XP as well. So this one's coming in for $39 or original equivalent, available from xplane.org. Moving out of the flight simulation world and moving into the world of the ground with the bus world, saw Fernbus Simulator this week saw their latest release with their new area of Belgium. So this is a highly detailed DLC, including with a seamless extension of the world map, including the country of Belgium, the Kingdom of Belgium, with 4 brand new cities, including the capital city of Brussels, Antwerp, Charleroi, and Ghent are included as well. Also includes new, unique, and true-to-life original bus stops, includes new depots, and an additional over 3,000 square kilometres of map have been included. Includes true-to-life original license plates, as well as true-to-life AI police car repaints as well, with a variety of new regional props and sites and so much more included as well. And you can pick this one up for $10 or original equivalent, available now on Steam. Continuing on with bus releases, this time for OMSI 2. So this week the release of their latest add-on pack for add-on buses, their Hoylitzer Bus Pack Generation X17. So this is a new release of modelling the X17 range of buses, first launched in 1994. And showing the evolution of the pack when partnered with Volvo. So this gives a variety of different bus series, so the 117L, 217, 317, and 417, each with a variety of versions, sub-versions as well. Includes realistic driving models, custom and realistic engine models with authentic sounds recorded from original buses. A variety of different engine options and transmissions are included, with a variety of repaints as well. I'll be honest, I don't know what else to say much about buses. I really don't, other than they get you from A to B, and there you go. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, if you wanted to pick this pack up, you can pick this pack up for $18 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. Sticking with the ground, but going for something a bit more grander scale of simulation. This week saw City Skylines saw the release of 2 new content creator packs this week. So the first pack we saw was the Bridges and Piers pack, which was a combination and set of 22 unique assets from community creator Andreas Amesto Cortina. I was giving a range of simple to ornate industrial and classical styles of canals and various other bridges and various other sort of water-based add-ons and content for you. Some of them look kind of cool, kind of awesome. And the other content pack, the creators pack that saw was for train stations, brought to us from created by community developer Bad Peanut, which gives us 12 new stations and 4 new train hubs for both elevated, ground level, and underground transit options. So both these packs, this continues that City Skylines trend of being able to support a variety of the community creators by sort of highlighting and publishing some of their content, so the actual community developer does actually receive a portion of the proceeds from the sales of these, which is kind of cool. And if you want to pick up either of those, they're available for $5 each. To accompany those asset releases, there was also 2 new radio stations released by us for City Skylines as well. So we saw the release of Railhawk Radio and Sunny Breeze Radio with a couple of different styles of audio. Railhawk Radio is more of a sort of a dungy. It's described as a jamming along with 16 electronic tracks as you prowl past flickering neon lights in windows, while the late train keeps a perfect beat as it speeds past. That's kind of cool. Goes with that one. Goes with the transit one. And then the Sunny Breeze radio gives you the opinion feeling of palm trees swaying on city's waterfronts as you kick off your shoes and kick back to the sound of summery electronic beats. So obviously designed to go more with the water pack. So each of these radio stations are available for your sim, and these are coming in for $4 each, available now on Steam. And with that, folks, that does now round out the NovaWrap for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. All right, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.